Hello, my name is Abraham Garcia Cerda, and I was born from Livermore. Actually, um I was originally born in Pleasanton, but my parents were very comfortable to live in Livermore, and which in Livermore that's where they found the element I think 226 um, or 206 element Livermorium. I think I got the numbers wrong, but I know they discovered Livermorium from a Livermore Lawrence laboratory. That's what it's mostly known for. How I like it here. I mean it's not as crazy. Not it's pretty quiet. Nothing really goes on, and it's really peaceful. Um, and my parents and my family are very comfortable staying here. It's really a really good place to settle in. And from the high school I graduated to, I graduated two high schools. One is, I mean, no, actually graduated one, but I attended two high schools. One is Granada High School, which I spent 3 years, and one is Livermore, which I spent 1 year, and that's where I graduated from. Um, where where did I have to? Yes, hobbies. So the hobbies that I like doing is mostly reading, but I think it's like most mostly like a requirement that I have to do for myself, not for everybody, but just for me personally, because it really helps me to really grasp more vocabulary and communicate better with other people. Um, my which I'm reading Hacking Darwin. Um, I think I think you can't see the text because it's sideways, but if I put it in the mirror you would see it. But I think my camera's positioned weirdly, but um the major I'm doing is genetics, which is why you saw the book Hacking Darwin Genetic Engineering. One of my future goals is to make a breakthrough through longevity and genetic editing, which I want to make, which from the breakthrough from longevity, I want to make like other breakthroughs than just longevity. Like, for example, DNA manipulation through um, genetic engineering, like making a human superhuman and curing all diseases. That's what I want to do for the future, for my future goals. Besides that, I do want to have a really big house, mansion, and a dream car, Di Tomaso P72, um, at my garage. But it's pretty much personal things I want to buy. But I think it would be very useful for the information that I want to give. Um, but the next thing I have to yes, family. So I have one brother and two sisters, and I have a cousin living with us, and both my mom and dad are living together. Everybody inside of a packed space. So if you add them up, it's everybody. It's eight in one house. So my younger sister is in Livermore. She's right now 17 years old. My older sister is 22 years old, and she's right now in UC San Francisco. Yeah, and she's right now living with us, but she's like in asynchronous class, which is doing all the computer. She doesn't have to use her car every time because that way that would that would waste more gas and she's trying to waste not waste more much of the gas money. And my cousin is 16 years old. He's about to be 17. It's his third year. Um both of my sister and cousin is their third year and about to make their fourth year, which they're about to graduate high school. And my little brother is 12 years old and he's in middle school right now. And probably he's going start high school. He's going to be 18. No, he's going to start 18. No, no, never mind. Anyway, um one of the hobbies, no, I already went that over. The pets, we used to have finches, um, fishes and finches. I don't want to get confused with fishes and finches. So finches are birds and fishes are fish, like in the water. I guess you guys already got the concept of how fishes look like. Um, but we did have those as a pets, but they all died out, and it was too much of responsibility to take care of one another. Um, and we should have known that their lifespan is pretty short, so we couldn't do anything about it. And we didn't have, like, much more the responsibility to have like a dog or a cat or any kind of pet. So we kept it with no pets in on our house. I mean, it would be very loving to have a dog or any kind of pet, but it would be too much responsibility because no one would be able to be available to, like, feed the pet, and it's really too much responsibility. But yeah, I do love the idea. I do wish I mean, I do want, like, to have, like, a dog or a cat or like any other pet once I have, like, my own house. That way, like, you know I get to have, like, something, I mean, a pet running around the house. So yeah. Um what's next? Oh, what I work so I work in DKNY, work at DKNY as a sales associate, and it's like over there at the outlets. It's right now it's pretty much like slow, so you won't see much more. You won't see much people in the outlets. Um, and um, I'm pretty good on doing the sales associate, and they have really nice clothes as well. Um, so what kind of jobs? What anything else I want to share? Well, anything else? Hmm. Well, we recently went to so my grandma came in, and she came from all the way from Mexico, and we took her everywhere to San Francisco, gave her a tour everywhere. It was a pretty good experience, and yeah, it's I thought it was going to be like much more worse than I thought it was going to be, because I saw like much more in the news, like how, like, how fentanyl crisis are happening and a lot of stuff is going on, but it wasn't that bad. It was getting better. From what I've seen, is not really that complicated. Um, not really that complex. It's pretty much like, the way how I saw it when I left. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's pretty good experience. And I do like it there. Don't get me wrong. I want to live there, and like, really, like, set my house there. You just see like all the view. and the ocean and everything. It's pretty good experience. Not to mention these houses are really do cost a lot, and they have like a high cost in paying them. But I do want to have like a house there, and that's like my one of my goals. And have so many goals that I want to achieve, but I gotta first like achieve the first ones that I have currently before achieving like any other stuff. So yeah, thank you for hearing my introduction.